Hello, lovely people. And by lovely people, I mean Rad, who's the only one in here. How are we doing? I just made myself a nice coffee. Garepa! How you doing, man? What is going on? Just finishing at work slowly. Damn. What time you finish? Like 5:30? 6? Pretty much when the job gets done, right? I know you're like a project kind of guy. Like you get projects done. I have some devastating news, guys. I've been taking my chest very seriously, and over the last like 3 days, I've lost 200 elo. I've regressed hard. So today's stream is about figuring out where I went wrong. That's what I'm gonna focus on. Dude, I'm good, man. Life's been good. I started an econ business, so that's keeping me busy. Kind of building on the back ends and just trying to figure out the approaches like to advertising, the way we're gonna advertise it. Yeah, that's about it, man. Watching movies. Actually, there's a new movie on Amazon Prime. It's by the producers of Pan's Labyrinth. I really want to see it. Have you guys watched any good movies lately? Is my mouse working? Yeah, it's working. Hectic. Also, I got approached by Airbnb. That's a cool thing about chess. Anything you do in it and you end up losing, it's your own fault. Yeah, 100%. It's crazy. I've been playing for a year and a half chess, and I'm still continuously learning. There's always something more to learn. Like, if I look back at my chess from a year ago, literally, man, it's day and night. Like, I would absolutely destroy myself from that time. I can see much more deeper in the game. It's crazy that the game's been around for like 3,000 or 2,000 years or something like that. And it's like the best players are right now. Like, it's taken that long to become that good. It's a cool game. I would definitely love it. Shall we jump in? Or shall we keep on chatting for a bit? Do you guys want to hear a little story? I have a story about my head. So there's like a little patch there that looks like it's kind of balding. Really? I think like 15 years old, and I was working on my cousin's shop, and I was just a dishwasher, right? And in the kitchen, and I kept on having to get soup bowls from like this up top this area, and what I did was I had to get up on a chair and get the things, but when I was young, I was just dumb, and I kept on jumping for it, right? So I jump and I grab the thing, like quickly grab it off the top and then pull it down. Well, I went to do a run up and jump when we needed it, right? And as I jumped, there was like the grill vent, and I jumped straight into the vent, and it just went psh, and my head just burst open because I split my head open. Yeah. And still is like, I got mad, I think like 14 stitches across my head right there. I'm a little bit conscious of it because it makes me look like I'm balding, but I'm not. It is. To this day, he still does things like this. It's true. Dude, Jin, do you remember the time? You weren't there, man. So my brother's 7 years younger than me, and I must have been like 13 or 14 at the time. And my mum had this Beamer, right? And we're going somewhere. I don't remember where we're going, but we had to go fast, right? And my mum was in a rush, and she was like a little bit anxious. And we jump in the car, and my brother's in the car, and he's got his hands. Do you know outside, like if you were sitting in the back, because he was youngest, he was sitting in the back, so was I. And my mum and my mum's fiance at the time was sitting in the front. And my mum hadn't entered the car, and he puts his hands outside the window, and he's just his hand like that. But he puts his fingers where the front door would close. And he's only young. He's 7 years younger. And if I'm 14 at the time, he's like 7 years old. And my mum jumps in the car and just slams the door shut, and his fingers are literally in the door. And the door's closed. And I'm like, Mom, close, open the door. And she's like, what? And yeah, basically, yeah, it was bad, man. His fingers were fine. A 7-year-old's fingers is just, apparently they're bulletproof. They just regenerate like Deadpool or something. Yeah, that was a pretty crazy story. All right. Wait, so you my age? Probably, Karepa. I don't know. How old are you, Karepa? I'm not going to say my age on stream, though. Well, there you go. Jin said I say yes. Yeah, I got to keep it a mystery. Roger? Who's Roger? No. Oh. Not Roger. It's Nick. see how Jin's exactly the same. Wait, chat pause due to scroll. Why? Exact same humor. All right, shall we start? Also, if anyone's in the chat wants to challenge me, I'm down for a challenge. I'm down for challenge at any time. I lost 200 elo, guys. 200 elo. I don't know how. I don't know when. Actually, I do know when. That was over the last 3 days. But we're going to figure out how I'm going to get it back. Or what I did wrong. Let's just say that. Let's get to there. If I claw back, I claw back. But I got to figure out how I'm going to get back. All right. What I noticed last time I was streaming that got me up in elo is that I kept on explaining my games really thoroughly. Almost like I'm explaining it to someone else, right? Like I'm teaching it. And I got better that way. So that could possibly be the key to me getting better. Hey, it worked for Gotham Chess. Maybe it's going to work for me. All right. Shall we go into a game? Wow. Britta better. Amber has the answer. Do you remember, Jin, when we used to go to Yar Papa's house, and there used to be that Amber store, and we'd always sing that? Jesus is the answer. All right, let's refresh because it's not working. Damn it! We're already off to a bad start. All right, let's go. I gotta say 3 times. That's how we do it. I thought you were gonna say that place, but you went with Amber. Was it an Amber though? Alright, he's gonna pull that there to support. No, he didn't. Alright, that's okay. I'll do a trade. That's bit of a conundrum. Let me see. So his next move, he's got this, and I'm in trouble if I don't back this up right now, right? But he's got this, which is very troublesome. Let's just back up. Let's not get the horse in there involved. Even that's really, really troublesome for me. So yeah, he did that move there, all right? So what's the move to get me out of this? If I go there, then he's got that. Then I have to back up. And then it doesn't really do much. I think I have to retreat, right? Generally, you don't want to retreat. Retreating is almost always a bad move. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pin it. No, I can't. I'm pitting with this. Ooh, there's a bit of lag there. Alright, it only took me 1 minute and 20 seconds to make that move. That was a joke, by the way. That took me a very long time to make that move. But I'm just trying to talk out loud and try to figure out what I did wrong. Because I'm literally down 200 elo. Man, I got some lag. We got some serious lag, guys. Why is it lagging so bad, eh? That is not good. I'm gonna have to do something about that. Maybe a quick reset or something. I need to go wash my car. Are you going to the same place, Jin? Come to my house, bro. Wash our cars together. The place on the corner that used to be the fruit shop. Yeah, exactly that one. That's the one I'm thinking about. Alright, let's have a look. Oh my god. I'm going to use this mouse. Alright, I can show people what I want to do and stuff like that as well. Alright, let's have a look. Alright, let's take that. We're up a pawn. Shall we just... What did you do with this? He's got a lot of moves he can do. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot he can do right now. He can come here, he can come here, he can come here. Should I just... you know what? I'm going to go for the attack. Just so he either pulls that back or something, man. Because he's got too much action. Alright, let's do that. And let's castle. Let's get a king to safety. I didn't like how much action you have. No, not good. Too much action. I don't like it. Let's go there. So that's just a free pawn, but it also opens up the... Sometimes in life, free ain't free. I'll tell you that, guys. Let's get some more... Let's get our pieces into position. Alright, let's stop his horses coming in. How about that? Miss Vixen! What's going on? Since I'm gonna be a GC resident, can you teach me how to dodge eggs? Mr. Jin? How you doing, Vixen? What's going on? You're on your own there? Alright, I'm in trouble. This guy's coming for my life. Alright. Vixen, I lost a lot of elo. Like a lot of elo. A lot of elo? Alright, what have we got here? He's trapped me a little bit. I expect nothing less from the man of the cloth. I'm good. How are you? How's Papu? Papu is good, and I am even better right now. I'm feeling good. Started my new business, which is fun. Ooh, that was unexpected. Let's see. What are we gonna do here? Can he hit? Does he have any devastation with this? If he does that, and then he goes, no. If he does that, he can't do that. He can't do that. Can he do that and then swing back around like that, and then that, and then it's double trouble on that? Should I just attack? I really like attacking, actually. If he goes there, he can't go there. He can't go there. So we said, you know what? I'm gonna take my. Let's go there. What are we saying? What are we saying? I expect none less from the man of cloth. Anyway, jokes aside, you got this. All right. So he's gonna double. He's gonna double up on this. So what he wants to do is that, and then double up on that. So I either back it up with that, right, and then we back up that, or I can attack here, right, and then attack that, and he has to move it, right? Where can he move it? Let me see. He won by resignation. Yeah, there you go. Wow. Already winning, guys. Hells yeah. But I used... Look how much time I used. Jesus. So, what he was saying is that I had that, right? And then he was jammed up. And then I'll get that. And then I get that. And then I got runaway pawns. Which is probably the way I should have done it, to be honest. Excellent start to this, guys. We need to get back. We don't want to dodge eggs. Bring a fry pan, catch them, fry them, eat them, win. You don't even need to fry them. Just drink them. Who would drink eggs, right? I don't know anyone who would drink eggs. That's disgusting. Let's not rush. That's what I've been doing lately. Actually, let's rush. Alright, I've got this. So he's got that. Let's do that. He doesn't really have a move. He's pulled out his thing. He doesn't have a move, which is kind of bad, right? So I'm okay with that. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna pull out this to support this. And then let's pull out that. And then we attack this bad boy. Oh, that's cool. That's okay. We're going to do that. What's that do? What's the threat? He got it. All right, let me think. All right, so I got to castle this way. Do I have to castle that way? I don't actually have to castle that way, do I? I'm a little bit stuck, though, if I do castle that way. So if I castle that way, where does my king end up? There. So he can come back here. If I castle this way, let me think here. Laugh aloud. I will remember this, so I hope you ready for a fishing trip sometime. Dude, I'm down for fishing. Can I come? Alright, let's see where we're gonna drop to. Let's do that. Taking too long. Alright, we're gonna double attack this pawn here. He thinks that we're retreating. At least that's the hope. Unless he sees the attack. That's sort of what I planned. That if he attacks there. Alright, so he didn't see it. So I did win a pawn on this side. Did I just win another pawn? I think I did. I've got a bit of lag, guys. What the hell is that lag? What the helly? So he's got that. What has he got here? I'm going to go for the Hail Mary. Let's go for a fork. You probably see it though. The fork is here. Alright, so what is he doing here? You know what? Let's just double up the rooks. Let's get the double rooks in the back rank. I think that's pretty powerful. How are we doing, guys? How are we going? What do you hope to do with that? I was gonna... If it does that, I'm just gonna hit that. Doing good so far. Yeah, it looks pretty. Looks like I'm doing pretty well with this. Karepa, do you fish much, man? What's the deal with that? All right, so if he attacks there, he gets 1. I get 2, right? Because look, if I move there, then he gets that, but then I get that, and then he gets... Yeah, I've won 2, and he's won 1. So that's probably a good deal. Yeah, let's do that. So there you go. Now I've destroyed that support in the back rank. Okie dokie. So let's just move here. I need, yes sir, I do. I need to learn when I go over to Oz though. You guys fish and that's all. Man, you know what? I'm the worst fisher on the planet for some reason. I can spearfish, I can do everything else, I can't fish. I don't know why God did this to me, but it's true. I don't know why. I can't get a fish. It's impossible for me. Alright, let's just take away his pawns. I think because I'm in a very winning position. Guys, I think I won this. This is, it looks like a full... Well, one day we will meet and we'll go for a day fishing. Dude, I'm definitely down. I used to spearfish, Karepa. Like, pretty religiously, man. Should I do a sack, guys, here? So if I hit there, he takes, I put there, I take, and then I just pull the king out, and then we just race. Do you guys want to see it? because I'm winning, but it makes it interesting, right? Cash, how we doing, bro? Let's just get the king out. Let's get the king out. We've got the king trapped, so he doesn't see that? Does he not see that? Alright, let's just move up and take pawns, I reckon. That's probably the easiest way to win this. Dude, that's good, bro. Good to hear. Guess what, bro? I lost 200 ELO points in 3 days. I played obsessively, and yeah, I can't even believe it. So we're here today to find out what I did wrong. Alright, let's have a look, see what we can do here. Alright, I feel like I can almost get a pin. Let me think. Let's hit here. Yeah, bro, I lost 200 ELO points. So I'm thinking out loud now because I know that's what got me to 1350, 1360. Anybody watching as well, if you want to play me, I'm open for games. I do request that you drop a follow though. How you been, Cash? What have you been up to, bro? Got exciting news, bro. I bought a new MacBook for a business I'm starting. Little econ business. He can save it, to be honest. He abandoned game. All right, so we've got 2 people that abandoned. That's great. We're doing good. We're doing good, guys. Let me just show you where I was and where I am now. If you want to challenge me as well, let me know, guys. Alright, so these are my stats. All time. Oh, there you go. So I had a bit of a peak. Actually, let's go 30 days. 90 days. I was sitting at 1250 because I didn't play for about a few months. I came in, dropped a bit. Then I hit 1360 was officially my highest. And then the last 3 days, that was the first 12th? There you go. And I just started dropping dramatically. Now I'm 1177. But we just won 2 games, so we come up a little bit. Let's go again. Let's go again. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. By the way, it's scorching hot here, guys. That's why I am in a singlet, because I would not be able to stream otherwise. It's so hot. I'm sweating, actually. I probably need some tissues. All right, let's do the monkey opening. I feel like another coffee. I've stopped energy drinks, guys. Don't drink them. I've actually had heart palpitations. But I was going pretty extreme. I was having like 6 coffees a day and 2 energy drinks a day. So don't do that, guys. What's the weather like there? What's the temperature? Alright, so I got this. If he pushes down now, that's not a good move. Why? Because he loses the center? Yeah, probably. Why is pushing that aggressive bad? Alright, so I have a move here, guys. So I'll tell you what he wants to do, right? He wants to go there with that supporting, right? But I'm going to move it here and I'm going to go for the sack. I'll tell you why that does that. So if he do, oh wait, he stopped it. So now he's got his queen to back it. All right, let's go here. Let's not go there. Let's go here. I don't know if that move is correct, to be honest. Hi, Sugar. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, Crepa, I was having like freaking blood pressure. I've never had it in my life. And then my sister, who's a clinical psychologist, but doesn't even matter that she's a clinical psychologist. All right. So, what did that do? It just put more pressure on. He just has to move his horse again, or he has to move his pawn. It's kind of a silly move. He has to double move now. It felt like 30 degrees Celsius. Bruh. I died today, man. I absolutely died. I'm keen though. I'm keen for summer. But, like, in moderation, right? How we doing? Everyone else has jumped in. If you want to play me, I'm open for challenges. I'm very friendly as well, most of the time. And I'm on a losing streak at the moment, so you'll probably beat me. Did I just get a free horse? Is that just a free horse? Or am I getting trapped, guys? I'm pretty sure that's just a free horse. Why couldn't people play like this when I was on my losing streak? Like, seriously. So that's just that. Yeah, dude. 25 degrees is probably the perfect... let me see. If that goes there, that's a bit of a problem. Is this guy going to stuff up again? I'm underdeveloped, guys. That is one probably bad thing. If I go there, what has he got? He can only move. He can move to there. That's not bad. And then I pull out this guy. I gotta get developed. Alright, so where's this guy I want to go? Let's just go there. He's still got this. I should have attacked with that. I think you need to raid Ginny's fridge for Coke Zero. Bro, that guy is loaded with Coke Zero. Actually, I went to my brother's the other day to go visit him, and my sister-in-law told me that he was in the shower. And I'm like, oh, sweet, I'll wait. And the guy, no joke, was in there for 40 minutes. I don't know how you guys feel about like long showers, but I don't take them. I'm in and out. What are you guys like? Are you guys a 5-minute shower, 1-minute shower, or a 50-minute shower? Let's have a look here. Okay, he wants to do that. That's fine. See, this is the problem with underdeveloping, guys. Is that he has a discover check. So I have to cover it. But he also has this, which is covered as well. 3 ways. We have to get this out of there, man. But the one problem that he has done is he's closed off this. these pawn movements, which could have been really, really bad for me. If he does that, that's a problem. Yeah. So the guy was in there for forever. Could not even believe it. Is there a sacrifice somewhere here? I don't want to do that movement there. That covers that. That's supported by that. That's supported by that. If I have to move that there, that's fine. Actually, that's probably the best bet. If he does attack with the... Alright, let's... I need to castle, like, ASAP. ASAP Rocky. Should I castle now? I feel like I don't need to castle, to be honest. Is he jammed up? What is it? Did he... I don't know, man. I feel like I'm doing something wrong. I can't see the threat. That's backed up. He's got to check. He's got to sacrifice, guys. He's got to sacrifice. I think that works. No, if I move there, then he can just go. Then he can just move this to get to safety, right? You know what? Let's take it. Stuff it. Completely ruins my ability to... castle. Which is what he wanted, right? He just wanted to bust my ability to castle. So now he's got that, right? That's the move that he's gonna do. He has to play that. What is he gonna? What else does he have? Oh my god, he has that. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Oh my god. How dumb is that? No, it's not. What do you mean? Alright, Nick, calm down. Hey bro, calm down. I'm completely covered. What am I saying? Alright. Alright. He's got that afterwards. Should I take it, guys? Ilth. What is going on? Illith. 666, huh? Damn. Alright, let's have a look. What do we got here? He's got a check. Is that the move? I'm definitely not going to put myself in checking ability. Alright, so he's going to start to have to move this pawn down. I have to get rid of his queen somehow. Is that a move, guys? To pressure this bishop out of there? Because with that bishop's very annoying right now. How we doing, Elith? Do you want to play a game, my man? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to Monkey Chess. Laugh out loud. Everyone assumes it means something demonic. It doesn't. Laugh my ass off. But anyway, nothing much. Just doing some puzzles, trying to improve. Laugh my ass off. I'm really new. It won't be much of a game for you. Nah, dude, I don't mind. Alright, he can't move that. He can move that. Damn. Alright, let's go there. I have to attack it now. I just need to get rid of pieces right now. That's how I'll win. The more I trade, the better. That's a move now, because that's backed up. Dude, guess what? I lost 200 ELO points in 3 days. I can't even believe it. Alright, let's go. Alright, so he's got that, which is the move he should do, right? I still can't move this. It's very annoying. Okay, if I go there, guys, I can't pull out my other rook. And he's pretty jammed up. Let's just pull out the other rook. Sister Mister. Yeah, can you send me a request, please? Just so we don't delay stream. You know what I should have done? That. I got you, fam. Yeah, hell's yeah, bro. Let's do it. Are you playing with me, man? Are you saying like I'm just starting and then you're a 2000er? Looks like we might win this one, guys. What's that supposed to do? I should just trade everything, right? Let's just move the horse. He's got check. He's got discovered check. He's got a check. He does have a check. No, he doesn't have a check. What am I saying? I'm being silly. Wow! Alright, he just gave up his queen. Alright. On God, I wouldn't lie, that's cringe. I like it, man. Um, well, dude, you know why I started streaming today? Because I've been playing 3 days by myself. So by the way, send the request. And I literally went down 200 elo. And I've been improving so much by streaming and talking about what I'm actually playing. So I'm thinking that it's actually helping me think out my games a bit more. So that's why I streamed. It's actually helping me heaps. I feel like that's how Gotham Chess got good as well. Look, I just won 3 games in a row. We're jumping. You did already? 3 games in a row. That's hertos. All right, let's go. Play. I'll see if you sent it. Play online. All right, it's usually here. Oh, no, I don't see it. I might try to add you, man. 1 sec. I'll go up. Don't ask. I want to ask. All right, let's go. I'll send you a challenge. Oh, there you go. I got it. What's the game, actually? 15-minute game. All right, let's do it. All right, so this is a classic battle for the center. All right, so you didn't take. You probably should have taken, because I'm making your horse do double movement right now, which is bad. You want to develop as much as you can. Alright. So you just gave up your horse. I X-rayed it. I could see it X-rayed. I did one move. Like I know you want to develop more, but you have to just say exactly. I will take it just so for a bit of education, I guess. Educational purposes. No, I see definitely trolling. Now we've got a few really beginners in here. Dude, I'm beginner as well, man. Like I started a year and a half ago, and it's been a ride. I look back at my games a year ago, and it's crazy how much I've grown. What got you to chess? So, for starting moves, like, you kind of want to develop as much as humanly possible. So get out pieces as quick as possible. So this queen here is doing nothing. It's not a good place to be. But because you had it was a free. Ooh, no, you got that. It was a free piece. I took it. Oops. No. Accidentally pre-moved. If you try to push that, I'll push that. And then you do have that, which is pretty good, to be honest. Gets you into a great position to take that. And your queen is scoping. You're not in the worst position, I'm not going to lie. So now I'm pulling this horse in because I see these moves can be troublesome for me in the middle because I'm underdeveloped. So you're going to put your horse in. But now I'm going to go for the checkmate. Can you stop it? Did you just move? You just... That's a checkmate. We'll keep playing. Just so you can see a little bit more. Let's see. Let's just do this. Just to be more a little bit... This can be informative. This is unrated, right? I think it might be rated.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hey, Calmisto, how are ya? Yeah, nah. I just want to play a little bit longer. Our man here is he's just learning. Oh, what? Didn't expect that, DM. Hey, Paul, how are you, brother? Paul, Calmister, everyone's in here. Hells to the yeah. Alright. True. You're not wrong, Calmisto. Yeah, it was a checkmate. I saw it. Alright. So we have a few attacking options right now. So you just gave up your bishop. That's just a straight give up of a bishop. You just lost your bishop there. So when you do have to look at the squares that you're going to and if it can be attacked. I'm going to show you something now as well. This is a very powerful technique. Wait, disconnected? You disconnected, man. Uh-oh. Looks like Illith, are you there, man, in chat? Oh, no way. Nice, bro. Today is hot. What is it, like 30 degrees there? Illith, you there, bro? What's happening, Calmisto? Dude, you know what? I said to myself, I need to jump back on stream because I talk about what I'm doing and I see like threats and stuff like that. Ah, there we go. Hells yeah, bro. Yeah, we're back. All right, so that's just a straight throwaway of the queen. Now you're pinned. This is called a pin. You can't move this because if you move this, your king will get into check. Let's be real, you won a long time ago. Let me make it unrated so you don't cheat. Shall we just do there you go. So you don't cheat? Yeah, true. So I don't boost up my thing. Yeah, 100%. I thought it was unrated. I should have said it. Sorry, man. I should have been specific. Do you want another one? Or shall we play one more game and then we'll go to another one? Let's play a 10-minute rapid and then we'll go to another one. I didn't know. That's all right. Don't worry about it. Let's play another one after this, okay? All right, so classic battle for the center. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. But give me 1 sec. Let me play this. All right, so this is the threat. This is the monkey opening. No one likes this except for me. All right, I'm going to pull this out to... let me see. I keep getting freaking attacked on this spot. So let's just move it to there. And let's prevent any monkey business. All right. Oh, that was a silly move. Oh well, it's all right. You know why that was a silly move? It stops me from developing this bishop. Yeah. You're right, Camisto. Sorry, man. All right, let's I need to get my king to safety. But what's the move if he moves? He's gonna move that there. So let's open up this bishop here. I think that's the smartest move we can do. Should I get rid of the bishops now? Not really. I feel like this bishop's pretty useful. Can I give up that pawn? If I go there, it's supported, but he can just move that. But then he loses that. You know what? That might be a great idea, to be honest. If I go there, he moves that down. He goes there. I take back, but then I go there, and then he opens up his king. What do you guys think? It's not a bad plan. Oh, my music went out. One sec. How's the stream looking? Does everything sound and look good, guys? For once, you're not hitting your bishop. It's true. All right. I gotta think, bro. Dude, I lost 200 elo points. It's crazy. All right, let's go there, actually. If he wants, he can take. It just blocks. I gotta fight for center a little bit. That's my dad. Hey, Vixen, it's Papu. Stream is looking great. Might want to craft some scenes from the browser windows. I've got a couple scenes lined up. All right, this just blocks my bishop, so maybe that wasn't the smartest idea, to be honest. All right, let's move the pawns up. I need to kill this bishop now because it just stopped me from castling. Probably not the best idea. Let's kill this bishop's movements. Let's get rid of this bishop. It's annoying. I don't want to trade it, but I have to. That was the move I should have done just then. That was a way smarter move. Alright, if he pushes it now, because this is forced. He has to take. Oh my goodness. Alright, what do I do now? He's got that. He's got that. He's got that. He's got that. Can he work his way in? He's fine. All right. I got a castle, guys. I have to castle. Do I have to castle? Can you see my bookmarks and stuff? Really? Oh, yeah. I can scroll in a little bit. Alright, let's see. Does that work? No, it didn't work. Can't I just scroll? I can't. That did work, yeah, that did. Alright, let me just zoom out a little bit. There you go. I see what you mean. I'll figure that out afterwards. Let's see what I gotta do here to get this done. Which pawn's better? That's gonna be devastating. That's actually devastating. Alright, let's have a look. This is devastating. This move here is devastating. It just opens that file up so badly. Wow. And then he's got this. Has he got a way to get in? Yeah, he does have a way to get in. Alright. Now it's a forced. But it's not really that forced. I have to take back here. If he goes here now, that's brilliant, actually, for me. As I bust this. If he goes there. Alright, let's go this. Let's figure out the threat. What was that? What was that? It's a doubling. The threat is the doubling of the, what's it called? Doubling of the rooks, right? Let's have a think about this. Let's stop the doubling of the rooks. No, I can't do that. Yes, I can. Alright, so he's threatened doubling of the rooks. Alright, so that's the threat, right? And then a nice big attack on the king. There's a couple ways to approach this, but he wins something here, right? He wins this or something, right? So I'm thinking that I either close it down, right? But that enables him to do this, right? Which is not the best. But then what I'm thinking is I actually trade then and there. Let's do this, guys. This is what I'm going to go with. I'm taking too much time. Hey, Binka, mister. What's going on? Dude, I went full freaking crazy. See, that's what I thought was going to happen. And this is what I have to do now. He's got this. Alright, what do I take with? What do I take with? What do I take with? Ooh, I got this. Alright. Nah, that's bad, man. Jesus. Wow. Let's have a look. What are we gonna do? You can infiltrate the back rank pretty easily. I think the silliest move to do right now is to this. Actually, it's not the silliest move, to be honest. It's actually a pretty clever move, to be honest. Because he moves this there. He moves this there. What has he got? He's got that. Okay. Okay, I'm hoping he does this. Because if he does, it's a little bit of trouble. Okay. Alright, let's go. Let's just get this the king there so it doesn't cause me any trouble. I have checking possibilities. Dark time, my friends. You rich? Oh, no way, dude. What did you got? What have you got now? Here for the chess? Hells yeah. So am I, bro. So am I. You know why I started this stream? Because I wanted to know what I'm doing wrong. Bruh, dude, that's really good. I think I gotta start cleaning up pawns. Perfect. Alright, that was good. That's exactly what I wanted, guys. I think I'm safe. Or am I checkmated? My goodness. Alright, let's have a look. What have we got here? He's got that. He's got that. Alright, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Okay, I don't have time. I don't have time, people. Alright, let's go here. I don't have the time. I don't have it. And now he's got a runaway pawn. Oh no, this is not good. Alright, let's go here. This is not good at all, guys. It looks like I've lost this game. And developed an Irish accent. Alright, let's go. Yeah, I stuffed this one up, guys. Hey, what is going on, dude? Addy, Addy, Addy. Good to see you, man. I've been waiting, bro. I've been waiting. Alright, this is over. Resign. Alright, let's see where we went wrong. I want to see where we went wrong. Because up to here, we're actually even. I think... One sec. Why is it doing that when I do that? Alright. Alright, let's have a look. Actually, analysis. You taught me that, Calmisto. So white is winning here pretty hard. White's winning the whole way, Jesus. Black has no chance of winning. Should I move my king the other way? Should I have expanded this way? Maybe push this down. I don't know, man. Dirty Flagger! Do you want to learn how to play a main line Scandi? Let's do it! Sometimes in life, you lose. The key is to keep on losing. You know what? That's actually one of my key... Dude, I'm Dirty Flagger, I'm down. Let's play a game. That's one of my key philosophies in life, to be honest. Because... You know what I didn't think of? I wanted to do this, and then I wanted to do that, right? And win this rook at the end, but... I'm not thinking about other moves that he could possibly do. Yeah, Dirty... oh no, Pinocchio. It is one of my philosophies to business. Is to fail fast. That's what I do. First he needs to stop playing his favorite monkey opening. Flagger, let's do it, man. How you been, bro? What is going on? Good to see you, G. Good to see you, G. Jeez. Ooh, couldn't talk properly then. Should I put one more coffee, guys? Alright, let me just put on the water quickly. I'll be right back. Flagger, you want to send me a request, man? Or shall we YouTube it? We could YouTube it and everyone follow along, but I don't know how that works with streaming. If you're streaming someone else's video, I'm not too sure. Alright, I am John Bartholomew. Really? You can invite him our classroom session, Scandyline. Is that what it's called? Scandyline? QA5 Scandyline. QA5 Scandyline. I don't know how legit this is. I'm not too sure if I'm allowed to do this, but... Stream any video you want. You totally can. Alright, cool, cool, cool. Win educational channel. Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go. 1 second, let me...
The working life.
Alright. Damn ads.
You get paid. Until one day. Welcome into the quick crash course on this.
Can you guys hear that pretty well? It's at 35. No, it needs to be turned up a little bit.
Nowadays, my students are crushing with it, especially on level below 2000. It's a really dangerous opening. So let's go ahead and check it out.
Alright.
The Scandinavian comes off the first move, pawn to e4, and if you're an e4 player yourself, then definitely you need to know how
Pawn
to
to
handle
e4.
Scandinavian.
Okay,
So
that's white.
what's the point of playing
So you move the...
this move pawn to d5? By the way, I'll go real slow, explaining every move in details.
Hey,
because
that's
I want that
that's
you
what I do.
understand it. So you
Every
don't
single
have to
time.
memorize variations, but you just understand all the right ideas, plans, and how to play it both as white or as black. Okay? So why?
That's exactly what I do every time.
On the first move. Well, let's come back to the first fundamental ideas about the opening. In an opening, you want to develop your pieces and fight for the center. And
Yes,
D5
fight for the center, develop
helps you to
pieces.
achieve
Those are the
both these goals.
two.
You do fight for the center, and you occupy one central square yourself. And on top of that, you open up this diagonal for your bishop and this line for your queen. Therefore, it's kind of an ideal move that fits all the criteria that you
Hey,
want.
thank you for the follow.
Now,
Oh no,
why
Pinocchio.
play D5
I
instead of
appreciate
more
that,
common
bro.
pawn to E5 on the first move?
I
Well, of
am
course, both moves are perfectly playable. It's not that one
trying
is
to grow the
necessarily
channel
better than the other one. But,
see.
some drawback of the move pawn to E5 is that first of all, you're
Yeah,
playing
if you're
for a
not, if you're watching the stream
This is what
and you
we've
haven't
been
followed,
studying
please give me a follow.
always, while preparing for a chess game. Secondly, if you play E5, you gotta be ready to face a wide range of different openings, including the king's gambit, all
Wait,
the
I missed
standard
something there.
openings.
I was focusing on the follow.
Now, why would you play D5 instead of more common pawn to E5 on the first move?
So I never do
Of course,
that.
Both moves are perfectly playable. It's not that one is necessarily better than the other one. But some drawback of the move pawn to E5 is that, first of all, your opponents are well familiar with it. This is what they've been studying always, while preparing for a chess game. Secondly, if you play E5, you gotta be ready to face a wide range of different openings, including the king's gambit, all the standard openings, the Italian game, the Rue Lopez, Ponciani, Scotch game, and whatnot.
Okay.
It was really heavy.
I have no
theory here.
idea about any of these
Versus
names.
The Scandinavian is just a single opening that you learn and you're good to go. That's why I also use it for my students quite often. If I need to give them an
Okay.
opening that they can learn quickly, it's beginner friendly.
So
I
attack.
often use the Scandinavian
Fight for the center. That's
Especially
basically what we're
Blitz works well
doing.
because it's also a more aggressive opening. Now again, comparing to the move pawn to E5. Now we've got a symmetric position and it is white to play. Therefore, white is going to start making moves which are going to put pressure.
So is that
and
the
they're gonna need to
Scandi?
defend,
Is that the Scandinavian when you don't attack?
right? Now, compare this to the Scandinavian. The Scandinavian, you don't play by their rules. Because
No,
classical
it is-
chess
that's-
rules tell you that since the position is symmetric and white is first to move, they're a little bit ahead and black is rather defensive. Now here you kind of say, no bro, I'm not playing by your
E4,
rules.
E5,
You ain't gonna get
okay.
anything here. And you challenge his center right away. You don't let white to have
E4,
any kind of an
D5.
advantage. You don't let them to have any initiative. And it's a very
I
aggressive opening. That's why
almost
it's so
always
difficult.
open like that.
All right, now let's move on. What should white do now? As you play D5.
So I've been playing this Scandi, just a bad line of it. Okay.
What do? In most cases, they either take or push forward. But for the sake of complete clarity, let me also tell you why these two moves are the main ones and which one is the best, so that you are ready to face whatever that your opponents could possibly throw at you. Okay, so what else could white possibly do besides, taking or pushing forward? They could try to...
One sec, guys. I'll be back. I won't leave it on that screen. Let me just make another coffee. I'll be 2 seconds. Hey. With your monkey opening, you're consistently getting a disadvantage of about 1.2 in the opening, just setting yourself up for failure. Okay. Do you mean by when you say disadvantage of about 1.2? Is that like are you talking about tempo and stuff like that? Let's have a look.
defend it by going pawn to d3. But in this case, after an exchange in the middle of the board, you are ready to grab his queen.
Of course.
And while he'll have to move the king, and it will stick in the middle of the board.
Exactly. It sticks to the middle of the board. That's of course. If that variation happens, I'm definitely taking the queen because he can't. What's it called? Oh my god, castle.
which is inconvenient for white, and white does not have any compensation for that, so that's clearly not a good option for white. What if white simply defends the pawn by going knight to c3, and not only defends the pawn,
I
but
usually
also
push my
attacks
black
your
pawn up.
on d5.
That's generally
In
what I
this case,
do.
You do not want to trade. That would indeed fit white's intentions perfectly, but instead you can push forward. It's a
That's
great
what I do.
opportunity for you to seize more space as well as to attack this.
What are you saying? All right. Engine eval. Computer eval. Cool. It means you're more than a pawn down in advantage, even when the material's equal. Okay. Let me just quickly see what comments they sent.
On Lee Chess, just some 3+0 blitz games. And I got 3 games with black.
We'll come back to this, man.
Knight and to push it back.
That's a
to its
big
original
video.
Square, possibly, or somewhere to e2, where it still stands awkwardly and locks the other pieces behind it. Therefore, you know,
It does. It forces the... So, like, when I do that, my idea when I do that pawn push, if he's trying to defend it, is that it gets him... Ads again? Are you joking? How many ads are we going to get?
that just
Actually, my mate Jono asked me to jump on... He said jump onto my family account, and I said no, because I don't want to get used to... I've always never... Like, I've never paid for YouTube, and I never will. So I refused because I didn't want to get spoilt by the no ads. I said I'll cop the ads just so I don't pay for it. I'm cheap like that. All right, so yeah, my idea was when I push that pawn is that I win a tempo, right? But I do and I don't. No, I do, because then I'll push there, defend, because he's got that, right?
to white that there are
Let's see what this guy
knight c3
says.
was wrong, and it only allowed you to expand and to gain an additional tempo. If white tries to insist
Hey,
on acting and tries to go
Jammies, how
forward,
are you,
this
bro?
could easily
What is
backfire,
going
because
on?
After e5, you kind of lock the door, and this knight has no way out. Our bishop also takes away this square. So on the next
Yeah,
move,
that's
you're ready
true,
to play
actually.
c6, and while suffer from horsing around for so long. There's another sideline worth mentioning. It's
I
the
never
move
thought of
knight to
that, actually,
f3,
trapping the...
which looks absurd at first. Not only you blunder this pawn, but from there it's going to attack the knight. But it's worth mentioning this move because it actually is the beginning
I've seen this variation so many
of
times.
the so-called Tennyson gambit.
And I always do
And
that.
in the main line, white wins real quickly. Of course, like, it's a tricky opening. If black plays correctly, they can easily stay away from this. But a lot of shameless YouTubers recommended this line for white, myself included, and so you gotta know this little variation. So after pawn takes, white goes knight g5.
I pull out the queen.
To get it back. Despite
All that,
but
actually.
then continues with pawn to d3, attacking this pawn twice.
I usually take the
Black
pawn,
happily
yeah.
trades off, and now white hopes for black to play a natural move pawn h6, which is a big blunder that loses the game. Now,
I've done that before. I've actually done that a lot of times. It's a big blunder. Why is it a
spoiler,
blunder?
you just gotta play any other virtually move here for black, such as knight to c6, and you're a pawn up.
What's happening, Jamies? How you doing,
But if
bro?
white
What are you
goes pawn
doing?
to h6, that fails to
Get ab
knight
blocks?
takes
I
f7.
could, hey.
Quite a strange combo. King takes, and now bishop to
Nah,
g6.
you've opened yourself
This
up
is
to
check
discover
with king,
checks,
as well as
yeah.
discover attack
And
with
there you
this
go,
queen.
you lost your queen.
And thanks to these tactics, white manages to grab your queen, expose your king, and to win the game. But again, as I mentioned earlier, really easy to stay away from this if you just know this trap. All in all, we've got two main options of white: pawn takes d5 or pawn goes forward
Okay.
e5. And
I haven't
that's what we're
fallen
gonna
for
talk about right
that
now.
trap for a very long
Pawn takes
time.
d5 is the main move, but on amateur level, pawn e5, which is not good objectively, surprisingly.
You ready to escape on
So,
Sunday?
let's talk about it
I
first.
might not be able to
Before
make
diving
it.
into
I'll try my
regular game,
best.
quick note, as we are approaching the end of
I
the
know
year,
it's a bit of
thank you
a
for being part of our
spanner in the
community.
mix.
The Igor Nation, the nation of chess
You know what? I
domination.
probably will make it,
Almost every
but
day,
it depending on the
review
time,
comments,
because I
post
did
videos about you guys
forget
sharing how you crush
about a prior arrangement with my brother. We're playing pickleball, so I have to do it because he booked it, and I was late last week by about 40 minutes to the game because I thought it was 3 o'clock and it was actually 2 p.m. They were supposed to meet up with everyone, and so now they booked it again for this weekend, and yeah, I need to go. So I talked to Jean. I'm gonna talk to Jean actually tonight and just see if we can organize it for a time that's not the time that lines up with my pickleball thing. But as long as everyone's, probably a time that everyone else can make, it's not about me.
somebody, how you.
But I wanna
gain
come.
100 rating points after studying
Jesus,
my
that was
videos.
really
You guys are savages.
like,
you rock.
drawn
and
out.
It always makes my day to read those comments. So thank you. It's very motivating for me. Very nice to know about your chess successes. Also wanting to do something nice.
Alright, let's
for
skip
opponent's
ahead.
got a pawn on the center. Nothing changed besides that. So that really does not give.
That was
white
another
any
ad
advantage.
within the
There's a
YouTube
little
channel.
upside that it takes away this natural square from your
Jesus,
knight.
bro.
Therefore, it can't develop it easily. But there's also a downside because this pawn is now far away from the rest of the white's army. And
I
that means
hate.
that
This
you can
is
possibly try to
what I
target
hate the
this with a pawn.
most.
And you can do this by going pawn to c5 first to take away this square so that white can't easily go d4 and support it.
Ooh, I never
Now, if
thought
they
of
go
that
d4,
actually.
You'll always be able to just capture the pawn and eliminate it completely.
Hey,
Never try to bring the knight out,
Jamies. You're on a
always
watch streak,
queen,
bro. I
so
love
that
it.
The knight doesn't do anything.
Hells
and
to the
also,
yeah.
you'll be able to capture
So I've
it
never thought of doing
anytime
that
you
move
want.
there. To cut that square, to cut this, because I absolutely hate it when they move it to there. I usually try to do some silly thing like that and try to get the horse out, but I don't think that's right? Yeah. That's probably something I'll do. I'd pin the queen.
If they, let's say, neutralize the pin, you then bring the knight out to c6. And now notice that it's already quite difficult for white to defend this pawn.
It is.
You want to trade
Take
off the
it,
knight, then
take
capture
it
the pawn.
back. Beautiful.
So if they castle or do whatever, you do just that. Trade, knight takes e5, now your pawn up. If you want to, you can trade off the bishop next. And objectively speaking, this is a technically winning position for black already. Now, what if you can't capture this pawn for whatever reason? Let's say they somehow manage to defend it. Doesn't really matter.
This is
Your
so
position
interesting,
is still
guys.
good.
I've
You
never
just
studied
have
an
to do the
opening ever
winning.
before.
But you'll just continue playing, let's say they do something, for example, it's black to play, so we go e6. For example, they want to play something like this, and again, for some reason, we assume that you cannot take this pawn. You will just develop normally, and in all these variations, you got something very similar to the French defense, but in a much more improved version, because in the French defense, typically your bishop here stands on c.
Let me
For some
just say that a
reason, we
little
assume
bit
that
more.
you cannot take this pawn.
I just want to say, yeah. Kamista always says that I hate my
You will
bishops.
just develop normally.
Should probably
and
listen.
In all these variations, you got something very similar to the French defense,
Yeah,
but
I
in a
see
much
that,
more
the double
improved
attack on the
version,
pawn
because
over
in the
here.
French defense, typically your bishop here stands on c8, and it's your major drawback of your position because the bishop can't get out. But now the bishop is really active. It's ready
Ooh.
to trade here.
Hells to the yeah, guys. Hells yeah, guys. I just got accepted on Airbnb as a service, which is just trialing here in Australia. Hells to the yeah. That's for my business. All right.
And then this pawn on d4 is always weak. You can always go queen b6 and target it, one more time. Therefore, you just got a much better version of the French defense.
Yeah, I see that.
That's really nice for you. Now we're approaching the main line. Pawn takes d5, which is the main move and the best move for white. So definitely we gotta spend a little bit of time to understand this position. And by the way, if you're from Norway, Sweden, or Denmark, it's
So if white takes, right, queen takes, and then king, white gets tempo, right? Because you have to move the queen straight away.
in the constitution that you
And
must
they
always
develop,
defend
and then your
defense.
queen's going to be
Watch the
dancing
first
around the
moves.
thing. Unless
Now,
you do the
as white
monkey opening,
recaptures,
which is
in most cases black recaptures
statistically the
queen.
best
There's
opening ever.
also an alternative way, which
I
I'll
think.
touch a little bit later, but for now let's stick to the main line. Queen takes d5,
In my
and here
opinion.
comes knight to c3. So that's the main drawback of the Scandinavian defense, is that you have to bring your queen out early in the game, and white gains a tempo for his development. And that's why it's also good for white to go for this line, because that's the only thing where they can somehow capitalize on their possible advantage. Now, as the knight attacks this queen, in most cases black tries to move it somewhere to a safe square.
I know moving it back
Sometimes
is too
keep
passive,
doing
right?
checks like this.
Hey!
Because while cover, but on the next move they'll keep gaining more temples, and the queen will have to, shuffle around, and while gain more temples for their development.
So
that's how they
I
do.
know that's
Black needs to
pretty
find a
good
safe square
move.
for the queen, and that
Moving
is
it
usually
to...
either
Oh, wait,
A5.
can you guys see my mouse? You guys can't see my mouse, can you? Yeah, so moving the queen... Sorry, I just realized that you guys can't see my mouse. Oh, no, you can see my mouse. What am I saying? Yeah, so moving it to there to... What's that? a5, right? Is a pretty good move because it pins the
or
horse
d8.
a little bit.
Now, beginner players often bring the queen all the way back to d8, and that's a bad option. Why so? It is really safe, but it's also really passive.
It's
and
really
it also
passive.
kind of looks like
That's what I found
you've
out.
been upset
I
with
lost
the
more
way it went
games doing
out,
that.
You're setting it up for the next game. You're ready to resign.
Like in my mind, he's got a developed piece. I don't
What
have
can
a
I do in this
developed
case? If you're
piece.
playing it as white and somebody plays this against you, first of all, you can be fairly happy. Secondly, I recommend the move.
You
also where
reckon?
You play bishop c4 first. I mean, generally speaking, you just want to play these both moves. But if you play bishop c4 first,
I disagree. Queen d8 is bad, to be honest.
you also set a nice little trap along the way. After black develops anyhow, you then go knight f3, and generally speaking, you want to play d4, castle, just play normal development moves. White is ahead in development, has a little bit more space, it's nice for white. If black plays bishop g4, which they often play, trying to pin the knight, you've got a really nice tactical blow, knight to e5. You ignore this pin completely, and moreover, you attack this bishop, kind of forcing it to take the queen, but after that, bishop takes f7 is checkmate in 1. After white attacked your queen, it is better to swing
I've
over
never
to
had someone do that
e5
against
to a
me.
safe square where white cannot easily attack this queen anymore. And from here,
That's a
I'll show you
crazy
simple
fucking
setup
line.
that
What
you
the
can
hell?
use as black
I gotta
without
see
knowing
that.
in
1
theory
second.
You can play to attack this queen anymore.
Sorry for swearing, guys, but that is a crazy
Ignore
line.
this pin completely.
1 second. What the hell's going on here? All right. Ah, yes. Because the horse covers both those squares. That's crazy, yo. No one's ever done that to me ever, though. Man, I'm finding out that the bishop... Because I always pull out the bishop... Oh, no, I don't. I pull it out to there all the time, too. But I've never thought of risking my queen like that. Wow, that's a crazy move. I reckon I could pull that off. Do you reckon 1200s will fall for that trick? Of the queen d8 opening.
And moreover, you attack this bishop, kind of forcing it.
Okay, so this one only works if you move the queen back. Okay, so if they move the queen back, you know to do this variation. This tactic works in a lot of openings too. Okay. Yeah, that queen is just too juicy not to take, right?
But after that, bishop takes f7 is checkmate in 1. After white attacked...
Tell me something. If he doesn't take the queen, what happens? If he doesn't take the queen, then you take with the horse. Yeah, that makes sense.
You ignore this pin completely, and moreover, you attack this bishop, kind of forcing it to take the queen. But after that, bishop takes...
This is so
f7
informational.
checkmate
I love it.
After white attacked your queen, it is better to swing
Yeah,
over
he does
to
lose a
a5
piece.
to a safe square where white cannot easily attack this queen anymore. And from here, I'll show you a simple setup that you can use as black without knowing in theory. You can play it regardless of what your opponent plays here. So they go d4 or any other developing move. You do play the move pawn to c6, which takes away these squares from the white pieces. So
Yes.
you can't ever go bishop b5 or knight b5 anywhere in the future.
I
And
haven't
also
done that
prepare
move
this
for a very
retreat
long
path
time,
for
to
your
be
queen,
honest.
And you might need it in the future.
I'm usually
Now,
moving the
after
bishop
white
out
moves
straight
the knight
away.
over here to f3, you can then play bishop g4 and pin the knight, and also just develop your bishop.
Yeah, I
There
forgot
are
about
ways
this
for white
move,
to handle
man.
this position
Just
more
stopping
aggressively,
the horse
but they
coming
are
in.
like complicated and
Now he's like
advanced,
trapped
and
both the
unless you're
horses.
facing title
Both the
players,
horses have
quite
no
often
real
your
move.
opponent will
The horse could
really
move here,
will
but it's
not
just
know
awkward,
how to,
right?
like attack here as white. They'll just play normal.
It's just an
developing
awkward
moves,
move to
such
put
as
your
bishop
horse.
to e2, and then like has
that's
no
interesting.
problems. You just develop your knights. You put the pawn to e6.
I do like
and you've
blocking
got this
pieces
setup
in.
that you keep playing, kind of like the London system. You know, no matter what your opponent does, you just play this setup. So, for example, you go knight d7, they castle, you go knight f6. As soon as they play bishop to d2, trying to x-ray your queen,
Yeah.
you can always bring it back to c7. That's why we prepared this escape path in the past. Now,
Yes.
frankly, this x-ray is not all that dangerous because this knight has nowhere to go. Oops, no, we don't want to take there. I mean, this knight has no square where it could possibly capture something and x-ray your queen with a bishop. So it's not really
Yes.
dangerous, but just to make sure that you don't blunder anything, you can bring your queen back instantaneously. And now after your opponent plays something, in this game they played a3, you then go e6. Now you've got a really great control over this square, So white can't ever push d5.
Yeah,
In the
yeah,
long
you've
run,
taken control of the
you will
center.
place your own knight to
Because
the
he's pulled out his
central
pieces,
square.
they're all blocking the center.
For those that cherish the morning ritual, stay
Oh, that coffee was
fussy
great.
with the
Another ad? Are you
alternative.
serious, bro?
Spreadsheets killed my sales. Wait, just try Pipedrive.
Discover Pipedrive's sales CRM.
In this game, white played b4 and now bishop d6. So that's the setup that you're aiming for. After that, you're going to castle and you're good to go. You have a very
Oh,
solid
yeah,
position.
I see that.
Also, notice that our c6 pawn is doing a good job.
Take that.
They can't ever
Do
go
that.
knight b5 and attack
But
your
what happens
pieces.
after that?
Therefore, you have a really solid position, and that's the only thing basically that you need to know. From here, you also set up this battery against the h2 pawn, and if your opponent is careless, such as in this game, he played b5, and actually it was a blunder because black could eliminate the
That's
knight and
right.
then grab
Take
this
the bishop
pawn
first,
h2,
and then you've got that.
getting a winning position. But even if your opponent plays something else, let's say they notice and play h3, you just drop the bishop back, you castle, you can go knight d5. Life is good. Basically, you have a nice.
You know what? I might even
So far, we've
take
been
that
talking
pawn,
about the
to be
classical
honest.
line, and it is definitely good and
And then
playable.
just pull my horse
you can
in.
use just that, and you'll be perfectly fine.
Yeah,
But
actually,
we also add
that's a better
more
line. Have a look at that.
solid position.
So
So
if
far, we've
if you
been
get
talking
attacked
about the
there,
classic
have a look at
solid
that.
position.
If you get attacked there, if I get attacked there, I'd
They
actually
notice and play h3, just drop the bishop
I'd let it get attacked. And then you pull that there,
back, you castle, you can go
and then you hit that there. If he takes with that, and then you just take that, and then you win. Checkmate. Yeah, that's a lot of ifs.
knight d5. Life is good. Basically, you have a nice solid position. So far, we've been talking about the classical line, and it is definitely good and playable. You can use just that, and you'll be perfectly fine. But let me also add a more sophisticated way of playing the Scandinavian defense, which I personally enjoy the most. Instead of bringing your queen out, which allows your opponent to go knight to c3 and gain a tempo,
Yeah.
somewhat get a more active
All right, here we go. Here we go. Now we're getting to the meat and bones.
position, you can try to neutralize this only drawback of the Scandinavian defense by playing knight of 6 and going after this pawn with your knight. Then the Scandinavian defense has no drawbacks at all, because you destroyed your opponent's center, you also bring your knight out, you centralize the knight, which is a good thing to do, and like it's really a win for you all around. So what will your opponent do? Quite often they'll be confused, they'll just play some trivial, development move, which doesn't do anything, and after that you happily get this pawn back, notice that your knight is defended, and you just have no problems. After that you develop as usual, like this, no problems. Moreover, most of your opponents here will actually take on d5, which is another error, because this time queen stands pretty well on d5.
Okay.
Your opponent simply does not have this knight that could possibly jump to c3 and hit your queen, and so the queen is very comfortable here.
Is with that pawn
After that,
move.
again, you're going to go, bishop g4, knight c6, maybe castle queenside e5.
Is with that
and
pawn
you see
move.
that you even are obtaining a more active position, so clearly you have no problems here. Now it's already time for white to start being a little bit worried about their safety. A little bit of a downside of the move knight f6 is that sometimes it can become more complicated. For example, if white gets greedy and says, hey, you know what, I'm not going to give you this pawn back, I'm playing c4, you ain't going to get it back. Then the variations after that are more complicated, but I still like them, because you play e6. After this trade, yes, white is up a pawn, but you are much more active. Notice that you've got two pieces, white is still completely passive. Plus, white has some weaknesses in this backward pawn, which gives you a lot of attacking options. Now, again, the variations are complicated. I'll drop a link below to another video where
Look how-
I analyzed it in more
yeah,
details
look how
if you're
freaking,
interested. But for now, I'm
active
just
you
showing
are.
one of the main lines so that you have a taste of this opening. Let's say white goes d4, which looks really good. Maybe he's ready to push forward. You then go bishop b4
Yeah.
check to the king. White wants to cover, but then you go knight e4. This time, you still capitalize on the pin and you attack the knight once again. White plays another natural move, bishop d2, and all of a sudden it turns out that it was already a blunder, because now queen takes d4 as well.
Yes.
Notice that because of this bishop, the white queen no longer defended the pawn on d4 and you could just grab it. You also now put pressure all around, with all of your pieces. The queen defends this knight, and
You've
if
got
white
this.
wants to gain a tempo to attack your queen, as they often do it in the Scandinavian defense in the main line, by knight f3, all of a sudden it's checkmated one with queen takes f2, and there are thousands of games where white blundered this exact checkmate. Which just goes to show how dangerous
Wow.
this
All
variation
right.
can be.
Let me come back to that.
White wants to
I want to
cover,
see
but
that line a
you play
little bit more.
e6. After this trade,
Alright, so basically it's just moving. Okay. Okay. Alright. Alright, I think we learnt it. Shall we give it a shot? Should I play it just in actually let's play it in a normal game. Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. What? So usually I'd move that there. I can't play it. I always do that move there. I gotta wait for the next game. That was a disaster, guys. Alright. I gotta get my elo back up. I literally lost 200 elo. After all that video, the guy doesn't do the first move as what we planned. Alright, let's have a look. What he trying to do? Try and play around or something. Huh? Why? Alright, let's have a look. That pushes down. He just has a very, very strong center if I do that. But then, does it create any weaknesses on the back? I'm just thinking for this move here with a trade. And then if I go there, then it's a tempo. And I gotta move back. Alright. Let's have a look. I think I might just... It's too passive, no? Isn't that move too passive? Shall we do this? Let's do that. Let's attack. Attack! Alright, he's got that. Alright. There you go. I want a tempo. Stuff that guy. Let's try to capture that center. Let's try to capture that center. Okay, dokie. What does he want to do? I like this pawn. I don't want that pawn to go away. That pawn is good. It's good, yeah. Do I want to just defend it and keep the center? Because I've got the center of the board as black, which is pretty darn good, no? If I go there, he's gonna win tempo, right? Let's do this. He's almost got a fork here. If he just does that. Let's move this. Oh my god. Oh my goodness gracious me. Wow. 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 It's devastating. It's all gone sideways. That's my life, bro. And look at that. Look at that. He didn't see that. Oh no, he didn't. I had the queen in check. Wow. Wow, this is bad. This is bad, yo. Oh my god, discover check. Oh my god, let's just resign this. Alright, let's forget that game. Just delete that game from your memory, guys. That never happened, okay? Scandy, back to the Scandy. $11.69 Pog. Alright, so that. Was that the Scandy? He's done the. No, he did it to me. I think what I should do now is just develop, right? I should pull my queen out, right? Is d4. You reckon that? To capture center? I'm not thinking that. I'm not going to defend it. He can take it if he wants. I'm not going to defend that pawn. But I'm thinking capture center, right? But what's he got after that? So he's got that. If I capture center, then he's got that. He's got attacking. Yeah, he's got attacking positions on that. So I'm thinking actually. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just do this. Oh yeah, dude, I'm streaming on YouTube, guys. I forgot about that. 1 views. Wow. YouTube is not at all pushing me out to anything. That's crazy. Oh well, I guess YouTube it isn't good for streaming. Because all the under 16s are banned. It's true, man. Should I just develop now? Bruh, that's crazy. Only 1 view on YouTube. That's pretty bad. Alright, let's have a look here. What are we doing? What are we doing, fam? Should I grab more of the center? Nah. I had this square was exposed pretty badly. Let's have a look. He's pulled in a lot of arsenry. Jesus. Oh my god, guys, I'm panicking. I'm panicked. I want to train the queens. Knight before bishops is always a nice way of developing. You pretty much know where knights go. Bishops are more flexible. I want to trade. I'm scared. But that gets my horse in not a good position at all. Alright. Oh my god. That bishop is horrendous. Sorry, that knight is horrendous. Okay. Why you do this? Alright, let's get our king to safety. What time is it? 7:13. Oh, my laptop's gonna die. 1 second, I need a charger. Damn him. He wants to play, eh? Poor light squares. Look at this freaking bishop. How annoying of a bishop, eh? Could I trap that bishop? Is that bishop able to get trapped? Let's do that. Weak light squares. Who does that? I'm laying a trap, guys. Trap failed. All right, what has he got? I've killed his horsey. All right. I don't know what I'm doing. He's got that. Which is annoying as hell. Double the rooks. Let's do that. Let's play an attacking play. I don't mind if he takes it because it just breaks. It makes his king weaker, right? He's just double up his pawns in front of his king, right? So he can take it if he wants. But what he's done is he's bro, what the hell? I just realized that now. He's covered that square with a bishop. Yeah, Mr. Oh man. I'm not playing my best chess right now. I'm really, really not. If he takes, I take. Alright, I think two horses are more powerful than hold, yeah. I think two horses are more powerful than a bishop horse endgame. Okay, I need to get all my pawns onto dark squares. So it makes his bishop useless. Alright, what's he got? He's got that. He's got that. Guys, we're not completely lost here. Okay. I didn't like that move at all, to be honest. That's nasty, yo. That's actually nasty. Wow. Wow. That was so well done. That was so well done. Holy shitballs. I feel like I could possibly trap this bishop. Maybe it's a mirage. Double attacked. Yeah. If I go there, one sec. If I go there, what has he got? He's got that. He's got that. I think that's a double attack, pretty sure. I don't think you can get out of that. I don't see how I can defend both of them at the same time. Ah, my insurance is due. I got good news and then bad news. Alright, he lost his bishop, guys. But I have 47 seconds to convert this game. That is not a good amount of time, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, he's gonna attack here, which is what he should do. Got 43 seconds. "43 seconds. Can he actually do something right now? Jesus, I actually think he's on the move. Let's move Al. Uh-oh. Oh no. I don't like that at all, sir. He's gonna move that down. Alright. Let's go over here. I got 12 seconds. Guys, I won this and I freaking lost it somehow. That's so unfair, man. Damn it, man. Ah! I tried so hard for that one. I really tried. Did I have any moves? Back here. No, he didn't let me go into check. He was very careful. I should have moved this king faster. I should have moved the king straight away here. That was the move. Because then he had zero chance. They're all both on dark squares. Alright, let's go another one. Alright. My move is usually that. Is that the right move? The monkey opening. Man. Better is BE2. B. B. Wait. What's B? Bishop E2. Bishop E2. Oh yeah, there. Okay. Bishop's better. Okay. Should make the king dance. Dance for me. It's probably a terrible move. Let's see though. Get my bishop out. No, it's not getting it out. Where's he got? He's got that. Alright, I got a lot of activity, guys. I forced some good activity here. didn't take, eh? No way. I think I'm just gonna I'm just gonna try to expand in the middle a little bit. But my bishop, this bishop is terrible. And it's a bad bishop as well, because yeah, that. Am I like on drugs? What am I doing? I think I'm actually on drugs. Not really, but I'm just saying that because I'm playing so badly. Sorry for anyone that misunderstood that. What the helly? Oh my god. Ooh, that was a tough pill to swallow. Oh shit, man, that's terrible. Oh no, man. Bad bishop, everything, far out. Why didn't he trade? Wait, what? Oh no, I accidentally pre-moved. Ah, alright, that's over. Oh man. Alright, let's go another one. Alright, talk about the game. I got to 1360 battle for the middle by talking through the game. That's what I learned. Should I do it, guys? I literally landed Scandi and I gotta do it. I'm sorry. Alright, that's the best move there. That was a silly move. Just breaks his pawns for nothing. This guy just played bad. That was a very bad move. You reckon it was a misclick? I was saying earlier in the stream that I went over to see my brother today. Not today, yesterday. And my sister-in-law, she's like, oh, he's in the shower. And I'm like, oh, sweet, no worries. And hectic, if he moves that down, I can hit with 2. All right, let's go that. That's probably the most logical move. What am I doing if I go there? He's just gonna move that. And then he's even got options to snipe me. I think I need to do that. It closes that, any activity up. I did flag. It was like, I had no control of it, man. I had no control of my movements. I don't think that's even the right move. Oh, we just trade. Wait, Kingside. Why are you moving the knight second time when you haven't developed? You're right, Camisto. Fudge, man. Why not thinking of this stuff? All right, let's move him back, but let's get him on a. I want to get him on a light square. And now you move the knight 4 times just to trade it. If he takes, it opens the bishop. I tried to be tricky. He lost his horse. He lost. Actually, we'll do this as a discover check. Alright. Done. Hells yes. Not because I played better, because he blundered. But you know what? I'll take it. I needed that win. Alright, I think I'm on a roll. I won 1 game. Oh, wait. Let me think. Horse, I'll move up. No, he didn't do it. Alright, let's do. No, let's do. Yeah, let's do that. If he takes. Queen's Gambit, defend with the E or C pawn or move 2. Yeah, I should have moved that. Because that can, I know that can come in, man. Why am I not thinking about that? Well, he can't take it because he can take it actually. Why can't he? Okay. I figured out the move. If he takes, I still take the queen. He can't take back. We got this, guys. We got this. I think I might be a genius. Or total dud. One or the other. Should I just move that up? Yeah, but then he captures too much center, right? If I move that up and attack, isn't that just capturing too much center? If I eat, you'll eat. No, if I eat, should I just do that? Yeah, let's do that. And then we'll move that up afterwards. How's that? Genius! Absolute genius. Yes! We won a horse. Unless he's got a move that I didn't see. I think I am chess, guys, right now. GC has H3, but it's okay. Alright. Oh, damn it. He hasn't moved. Wait, this is good still? How is this good? I thought I had it. Alright, let me think. If I just move down there, he's just gonna open up. If I move there, he's still got that. He's got it covered by the rook. Do I take? Do I move back? I think I'm gonna move back because this side's a little bit broken anyway. So I don't mind if he has a little bit of a broken. He still can't move anywhere, really. He's got to retreat. If he forces this side open, then that's completely fine. Because this side isn't protected fully for the king. So I'm up a pawn, right? If I do this, I'm up a pawn. Alright, let's get our king to safety, I reckon. No. That's not safe at all. Thank you very much, sir. That is not safe at all. Alright. I think I'm gonna do that. Sheet. Interesting. And he's got that sniped. Wow. He's doing very well. Very, very well. I can't even stop that, dude. What the hell? It's attacking and it's attacking. That's incredible. He's got that. Alright. Oh my god. How do I play so bad, man? This is terrible. Look at all this, man. All this. Look at this trap. There. He's got that. There, pinned. Oh my goodness. How did I even get myself in this position? Hold. Hold what? It's it's over. Oh my goodness, man. Fight never surrender. Ah, shit, man. I don't see it. I don't see how I can do this. There's just too many even B5 doesn't work. Tragic. I don't think anything works right now, man. That's a savage, absolute savage attack. How did it even happen? Look how active his pieces are. They're just all over the board. Don't Google Bob Semple. He takes. Yeah, this is all over. Never give up, huh? Never give up. It was the only best tank that New Zealand could make during World War II. What? Such a marvel of engineering. Alright. Of course. I can't even get like a castle where I can. Ah, man. This is brutal. Absolute brutalness. Just don't Google it. One sec. If I go there, then he's got checkmate straight away. It's not even I got 1 minute and 16 seconds. Of course, I got 1 minute and 16 seconds. I've got to check. Possibly. Come on, give me something, man. Don't say something, please. No, it's a good game. All right. Guys. If they don't find it, though, no, they found it. Guys. I am continuously going down. I'm regressing hard. I'm not too sure what is happening, but no good. No good, no good, no good. No Google Bob Sample. Bob Sample. You're telling me not to Google it. I know what you're doing. Reverse psychology. Don't go down with the ship. Hey, I'll check it out afterwards. All right, I think I'm gonna cut it here, guys. Appreciate everyone coming in. I need to work on my game. I really, really need to work on my game. Thanks for coming in, guys. Let's raid out. We'll raid out to someone. Let me see. If anyone's on of my mates. Stream manager. Hopefully Jamie's. Definitely, man. I'm actually starving. I don't know what to eat. Alright. And if you just checked out the stream and haven't followed, drop a follow, please. Alright, let's raid out to... Let's have a look. Maybe anyone that I'm following. It's Mr. Skychest. Alright, let's do this guy again. Perfect. Alright, guys. Again, thanks for all the support. You guys are always coming in every day, and I appreciate that. Let's do it. We'll play again soon, alright? And Dirty Flagger, we didn't play a game. Either did we, Camesto. But give me a couple days. I gotta get my elo back up. I don't know what's going on. Alright. Talk soon, yeah? We'll raid out now. And in 2 seconds, we'll be gone. Alright, guys. Take it easy. Thanks again for coming. See you next time. Peace.